Okay, so can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so hello, my name is Christopher Naughton, and tonight I'm presenting Making Java Homework Fun with Python. Trust me, I needed to do this. Oops.
Click allow.
Right, allow. And, okay. So this is a visual representation of me at the beginning of the year. I basically was pretty much not feeling so great about myself in terms of my job. Currently, I write pretty much procedural API and UI automation in C#, and it's a job, but it was getting really frustrating. And I honestly had pretty much zero confidence in myself that I was going to do anything beyond this in the near future. So thankfully, a couple of my friends suggested that I seek out Learn Python the hard way. After doing the first couple of chapters and the assignments, my interest in programming was honestly renewed. I actually was able to find a language that let me program in ways that my brain worked. I was able to actually start building out things that I had only kind of said, oh, when I get to that, maybe I'll give it a try. This gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me so much confidence in the fact that I decided that I am going to go to grad school and actually get a proper computer science degree. And also recently I decided to participate in Julython by making it's basically an application that checks Steam to see if I've completed achievements and if I can buy new games. So around the time that I got into the section on object-oriented programming in Learn Python the hard way, I started a new semester. And in my new semester, I started a class on object-oriented programming, but it was using Java. So the first thing that popped into my head was, great. All the Python I've learned up until this point is going to get pushed right onto my head and replaced with a language that I really don't have a lot of interest in. The other problem that I ran into was, how am I going to retain the Python that I've learned thus far? And then the first night of class, an idea kind of popped into my head. I'm going to rewrite all my Java homework in Python. And the rules are pretty simple for this. I give myself the entirety of the week where I have my assignment for my Java class. And I'm going to use the assignments each week as a guideline. I'll do my best to stick with the spirit of each of those assignments. And what's really cool about this is that I'm going to be trying things that I haven't actually read about in Learn Python the hard way yet. So it's going to be kind of fun to puzzle these things out. And also the end result is I'm actually going to have some fun because of Java. So very quickly, I have an assignment from a couple of weeks ago where we were creating, at a high level, I had to create a class that rolled a pair of dice and returned the results. And then I had to make a main that took those results, compared them, and told the user basically what they rolled. So very quickly, this is and please scroll work. This is basically the Java code. So I'm creating a new instance of a pair of dice. I'm asking the user if they want to play in the game. If they say yes, then I make a call out to roll the dice and then get them back. And then I tell the user, I do a comparison with a set of if and else if statements, and I tell the user whether or not they rolled snake eyes, craps, boxcars, or if none of those conditions are met, I just print out the result of the roll. At the end of that, I basically ask them if they want to play again. If they say yes, then we do the whole thing over again, and if they say no, then the program just ends. And hopefully I can get yes. Great. Sorry. OK, so when it came time to rewrite this assignment in Python, I decided I really didn't want to regurgitate the rolling a pair of dice. So I decided to try to make my own version that rolled a d20 and tried to hit a beholder, which is a monster in Dungeons & Dragons. It's random, I know. So basically, where I had a lot of fun with this is rather than forcing myself to create a main that calls an instance of a class that rolls a pair of dice, I decided to kind of see if I could shove everything into one function in Python. So what I ended up doing was creating a d20 by setting it to a range of between 1 and 20. I asked the user if they want to attempt to hit a beholder. If they say yes, then the d20 is rolled. If they roll a 20, they hit. If they roll anything from a 19 to a 12, they miss. If they roll anything from a 12 to a 10, I just basically mock them because a beholder's just going to laugh at you. And then if it's anything less than a 5, it's a critical miss and the beholder will melt your face. And then to keep somewhat in the spirit of the assignment, I decided to make another file that would actually call this. And it was pretty much as simple as importing it itself and then making a call out to the whole thing. Okay, so let's see. So at the end of the day, the benefits of doing this have been pretty awesome. Week to week, it gets me out of that school kind of cycle of going to a lecture, doing your assigned reading, then doing your homework, and then doing it all again. This has really helped me understand a lot of concepts that I'd never been exposed to, because I'm kind of having to reverse engineer a lot of the stuff that I'm learning and do it in a different language. It also allows me, as you saw, to take kind of different approaches to each week's assignment. And honestly, at the end of the day, this really does give me something to look forward to each week, and it helps me get through my reading and my homework a lot faster. And that's it.
Any questions for Chris? No? All right.
All right, thank you.